Good morning, Math 3. This is lesson 129. Today we're going to be making a coordinate plane, and then we're also going to be plotting points on a coordinate plane. So you will need Master 129 right away with a pencil and a ruler. So if you could quickly get those supplies, you might need to put this on pause. I'm going to grab my yardstick and then we can get started. All right, before we do any drawing, have any of you played Battleship before? Battleship is a game that you play on a coordinate plane. So we use letters and numbers to locate a position. What I would like you to do is take your ruler and lay it horizontally across your paper. Now you need to find the middle of your grid. I figured out that 7 is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you count up or down, and place it there. And on that, get it as close to that line as you can, and you're going to draw a line, a horizontal line. And then, to do the vertical line, you are going to turn your page so that it is horizontal, like this, so that you can do the next line. It's a little easier than having to do a vertical line. So turn your page, find the middle, remember it's 7, and then draw that line. When that's finished, we're turning our paper back the way that it was with the name line at the top. Next, you need to do the lines for each of the numbers. So remember, to the right of 0, after you mark your lines, you're going to label the numbers 1 through 6. And then to the left of center, you're going to give them negative numbers. So remember, first, you're doing the lines, and then you're labeling the numbers. In the center, where those two lines intersect, you're going to put a 0. Mathematicians call this the origin. So our horizontal line is just like our number line in the classroom. Next, you need to do the lines for your vertical line. So above 0 and below 0. Think about that number line just like the thermometer. After you have your lines marked, then label them with the numbers 1 through 6, above 0, and then below the 0, that's where the negative numbers are. I'm going to put the yardstick away. I know that I've given you a lot to do, so if you need to pause the video so you can get those lines marked and get the numbers labeled, do that. We need to talk about how we move on a coordinate plane. I just did a coordinate plane with Math 2 last week, or maybe, it was last week. And we talked about how we always move to the right first, and then we move up. They had an origin that was just in the corner. Yours is a little bit different. So our rules are as follows. We either move to the right or the left first, then we move up or down. And to make this a little bit easier on us, we are going to label our coordinates, or our coordinate plane, pardon me, like a compass. So, I forgot to label this for you earlier. Remember, these are line segments, so we need to label that. So, label, this is north. Label towards the right as east. The opposite of north is south. And then the opposite of east is west. So we will be talking about moving to the east, moving to the west, and then moving to the north or the south. We'll get that all labeled, and then we have some points. So let's see if you can identify some of these points for me. And I'm going to have you draw them on yours as well. And actually, I'm going to change the order that we're going to do it. First, we'll label, and then we'll identify. So, let's label 4, 1. So remember, if we're going 4, we need to go to the east or the west first, and then we go north or south. So 4, 1 would mean 4, and then up 1 space. We're going to label this A. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We're going to label this B. This is 1, 4. Remember, so we go 1 to the east, and then we're going 4 to the north. So this is what we're going to label as B. All right. Time for C. C is going to be -5, 2. So the last 2 points have been positive numbers, and we've moved to the east. Now we need to move to the west. Remember, it's -5, 2. So this is where C is. D is going to be located at -2, 5. Remember, horizontal first, then vertical. So -2, 5. E, -4, -2. Remember, horizontal first. -4, -2. We haven't done anything going to the south. Here it is. Ready for for F, -2, -5. Horizontal first, -2, -5. Okay, point G. 5, -2. So 5 is a positive number, so we're going to the east. And then -2, so we need to go to the south. There we go. We have 3 more points to go. This is point H. 2, -5. Remember, we always start at the origin. 2, -5. I, -3, 0. Remember, horizontal first, -3, and 0. So 0 is right on the line. We didn't move north or south. Last one is J. 0, -3. So we have to stay on 0, and then we're going to -3, so we're going south. Oh, that got a little bit crooked. So remember, whenever we're doing a coordinate plane, we always do the horizontal first, either going east or west, and then we do the vertical second, either north or south. And the positive or negative numbers will tell you which direction you're going. Thank you for joining me for math today. I hope you have a terrific day, and I'll see you next time.